get to a morning must-read. This from Mohamed El-Erian. He's always interesting, but was superb in looking at Switzerland and the great distortions there. Switzerland is a wealthy country and can rely on its past earnings to maintain living standards during a period of stress. It's getting a little long. It's also agile enough to partially counter the impact of exchange rate overvaluation through a gradual internal devaluation that is the acceptance by Swiss workers of lower nominal top-line wages. This is a brilliant essay. If you're studying economics, I really urge it for you. Neil Dutta with us with Renaissance Macro. Switzerland is this island in the midst of Europe, and it shows how broken Europe is. I mean, it's the ultimate thermometer of how screwed up Europe is.
Well, it does, but it also has important lessons for Europe. I mean, for the ECB, for Greece. I mean, because you're going to need to see some sort of, workers sort of capitulating to some extent in Greece as well, trying to boost competitiveness, because for Greece, I mean, the euro is very, very expensive.
Well, it's very. Let's look at the chart here of Swiss francs held in Zurich in that big bank. These are the gnomes of Zurich. And it looks like the Fed balance sheet. I mean, it is a moonshot up here showing that Mr. Jordan and the rest of Switzerland has an immense job with all that money coming in, negative interest rates. The negative interest rates, or for that matter, low interest rates in the U.S., that hasn't worked, has it? It's been a tool, but it really hasn't worked.
Well, I think I would tell your viewers to take a look at the recent paper out of the San Francisco Fed, Tom, where they look at the experience in Switzerland and they highlight the increase in excess reserves and the extent to which that lowered yields for Switzerland and how that actually helped the economy. Look, QE, all these sort of programs, they didn't work as well as we thought, but we can see the results on both sides of the Atlantic. In the U.S., we did QE. We pursued a very aggressive monetary policy. We had fiscal tightening. Similarly, Europe had the same amount of fiscal tightening. Our unemployment's declining. Theirs is still very elevated.
Neil Dutta, Renaissance Macro Research.